Hey guys, it's Cupcake, and I just wanted to do a quick what I'm eating video. A lot of this stuff you guys have already seen, but some of it's new, so let's take a look. Alright, I'll start here. I did show these before, I believe, so I just wanted to give you an update. My husband wasn't a big fan of these. He is wanting to try the other flavors, see if he likes them better, but he said basically it tastes like a rice cake. So, just want to let you know that. It has a lot of protein, but the carbs are pretty outrageous. So, anyway, this is something new. I decided these just sounded good, so I got these. Creamy, spicy pepper jack, Laughing Cow, little cheeses. That's what they look like. These are the stats. So good stats. They're really tasty. They are pretty spicy. You can actually spread them on things. I spread one of these on some meat and cheese earlier this week, and that was my lunch. So just an idea. Then I have this. It is cottage cheese with peach in it. I haven't tried the peach yet. I've tried the other flavors. I found these at Smith's, just Kroger. It has pretty good stats. 15 grams of protein. I'm able to eat about 3/4 of one. I have tried the apple cinnamon, the raisin, strawberry rhubarb. I think that's it. I think those were the only flavors besides the peach. So that's something that I found. I don't know if I'll keep buying them. We'll see. I really like the apple cinnamon one the best. And then I just really wanted to try these, so I got these. I have eaten one already. The stats aren't very good. It doesn't really taste like cheesecake. It tastes like strawberry cream cheese, basically, between the little strawberry jam topping and the so-called cheesecake portion of it. It just tastes like strawberry cream cheese to me. So it wasn't that much of a treat. It wasn't terrible or anything. It just wasn't really a treat, in my opinion, and the stats aren't very good. But, you know, I'd be open to trying the other flavors that they have as well. I'm still eating revs from time to time. I do like the pepperoni and mozzarella, or I did turkey and cheddar or bacon club. I just take the wrap part off and eat the meat, and I'm able to eat all of the meat and cheese from the inside without the wrap. I don't know what the stats are for the actual wrap part, but this is what they are for the whole thing. I showed you guys these before, and I am loving these. I probably will buy these again. We'll see. It's not like the best snack, but it's not the worst snack, and they're really tasty. I got these at Target, and they were like $3, and they've lasted me for like a week or week and a half. These are the stats. So 10 pieces, you get 210 calories and 21 carbs. I usually eat about 10 pieces at a time, so not the worst snack. Not probably the best snack, but they are really tasty, and I can portion them out. I can give myself this many of them, and so that's why I like them. I did show you guys this before, and it was actually really good, and my husband's done a couple of different things with this brand of jerky that I found at GNC. I've only been buying if it's on sale, because it's normally like $8 or something a package. But this was only $3 a package, which is really good for jerky. I mean, it's bacon jerky. My husband has grilled it up with some onions, and we had that on top of brats. He's also put it into omelets. So just some ideas. And it's nice because you can just keep it in your cupboard. It doesn't have to stay cold or anything like that. So that's the nice part about it being jerky. So, let's see. So I also found this, which is new. It's new to me. Carb Master protein milk, 11 grams per serving. The serving is 8 ounces. I usually do half of a serving. The stats are really good, and I like to mix it with protein shakes, makes them creamier. So, yeah, found that. It was like $3 at Kroger. I also found these. I have tried the light chocolate, the strawberry, and this banana one. They're not bad tasting. I usually do half of one, and then the rest I either will put some of the protein milk and or cold water, mix it up, and drink that in the mornings. It's not necessarily my breakfast. It's a way for me to get more protein and also to get fluids in first thing in the morning. So anyway, it's got pretty good stats. I mean, it's kind of high in calories and carbs, but again, I'm only drinking half at a time, and I don't think I'll continue to buy them. It was just kind of something to take a break from the muscle milk that I've been drinking, but I will probably go back to the muscle milk until I finish my container of it. Let's see here. I have some more Enlightened. This is my favorite flavor, which I haven't opened yet, but yeah, I love this stuff. And those are the stats. This one has like marshmallow swirls in it. The marshmallow is a little odd tasting, but it's still like super satisfying. If you haven't tried Enlightened, I definitely recommend trying it. I found this at Sprouts. This is a new flavor for me. This is really, really good. It's kind of sugary, kind of brown sugary. It's oatmeal-y. It's kind of reminds me of molasses, a little bit of like ginger. It's really tasty. I'm probably describing it wrong, but it's really good, and it has little chunks of cookies. I think it's so much better than the Halo Top, because the Halo Top has like little pieces of oatmeal in it. This actually has little pieces of cookie in it. So this is really good. And these are the stats. I usually eat about 2/3 of a cup rather than a half of a cup. I'll just be honest about that. Anyway, this is new, like this particular kind, the Gouda. I bought it with some dry salami and some Stacy's bagel chips, because my husband really likes the little like Lunchable type things that come with the salami and the cheese and the crackers and stuff. So I decided to try and like make our own version of it, and it's pretty good. I like this Gouda. It's actually kind of hard to see, but yeah. Anyway, it tastes good. I think that's all I have for you. I just have my mixed like banana and milk and not real banana, but the banana protein. Not that real bananas are bad, they're not, but shake and with some cold water mixed in. So that's what I'm going to be drinking this morning. Anyway, I have an update video to film for you guys, so I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, it's Cupcake, and I'm coming to you with an update. I am about 5.5 months post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. I had surgery January 26, 2017 in Salt Lake City, Utah, where I live. My weight day of surgery was 234, and my current weight is 167.8. So I am, I'm not sure how many pounds that is off the top of my head, but it is over 60 pounds lost since surgery. I am 5'4.5", and I'm 32 years old, in case you're wondering. And yeah, I didn't get a chance to film a video last weekend. I had a very busy but very good weekend with my husband. It was one of the best weekends we've had in a long time. We just got to do a lot of things and spend time together, and it was really nice. So also I cut my hair off very short. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then yes, I did cut my hair off, and it's shorter than I was originally anticipating, but I do like it. It took a few days to get used to because my hair's never been this short before, but I do like it. It's very simple, easy. It takes a lot less time to style. It looks a lot better when I just let it air dry than it did before, and I'm not losing as much hair, which is a huge thing. That's the number one reason why I cut my hair, is because I was losing a lot of hair, which is inevitable. For most people after weight loss surgery, there will be a period of time where you lose your hair. And so yeah, it's short, and my husband loves it, and so you know, it may be short for a while. We'll see. Anyway, there's a few things that I've just had on my mind that I wanted to talk about. The first is that I started doing squats this week. The reason for that is I've been complaining a lot about not having an ass, and also it has become painful to sit for long periods of time because I have no padding on my ass. There wasn't a lot before, but now there's virtually none, and so it is painful to sit for long periods of time. And so my husband talked me into getting a kettlebell, and so I've been attempting to do squats, and I say attempt because I know that I don't have the correct form, and I know that I'm not going down as low as I should, but I am still feeling a difference for sure. After I do it, I'm definitely sore, and actually it's been just like a really nice feeling to know that like you are making a difference. You can tell because your muscles are sore. You know, before surgery, if I was sore after doing physical activity, it isn't something I would want to keep doing. And now it motivates me when I feel sore, because I feel like it's working. And if I keep doing them, I'm going to get stronger, you know, more toned and whatnot. So that is something that I was wanting to talk about. Let's see, I also wanted to talk about food, fast food in particular. We had Pizza Hut for dinner last night because they had a 50% off deal. We eat pizza probably about once a month, and I just wanted to share with you how I eat pizza. I usually will cut a small slice in half, and I will either eat that whole half slice of pizza, or I will eat the toppings off of it and some of the crust. Last night I had 2 half slices of pizza. One was like a cheese pan pizza, and the other was a thin crust supreme. And I ate the toppings off of both, and I ate a little bit of the crust from each of the half slice. And so it definitely satisfied that craving for pizza. I've always loved pizza, and it wasn't like an excessive amount of calories. Most half slices of pizza, which will fill up most people, I think, at this stage after weight loss surgery, is somewhere in the neighborhood between 100 and 200 calories. So it's not a crazy amount. It's definitely more of a treat, not something that you would have all the time. But yeah, I would not be afraid of trying some of the things that you really loved before surgery. Obviously, there has to be an element of self-control. after you eat, because after you have surgery, when it comes to eating, because even though you can only eat a certain amount, you still want to make sure that you're fueling your body with appropriate things, and that you're choosing things that have good nutrition for the most part, in general. I'm not really one to speak. I've told you guys before, I don't necessarily eat healthy. I just eat healthier than I used to, and a lot of that has to do with portion control, and also just making different choices. Like, we do eat fast food, like I said, and I'm not much of a cook, and my husband is a great cook, but he has a very physical job, and he rides his bike home most days, and so when he comes home, he's not really wanting to cook, and I'm not really wanting to cook after I get home from work either. So we do eat fast food. It just depends on the week how often we're eating fast food versus eating at home. But there are healthier choices that you can make when you're eating out. I may eat the inside of a burrito or a taco, or I will eat most of a burger without the bun. Or like, say if we do Panda Express, then I will choose something like mushroom chicken or something with beef rather than like orange chicken, which would have been my go-to before. I also like the Kung Pao chicken. So, and then I may, if I'm really feeling it, I may have a bite of noodles, or a bite of orange chicken. But the majority of the stuff I'm eating is not going to be like breaded and whatnot when I do eat out. So that's the difference now. Plus, like I said, portion control, which your sleeve basically does for you. But I feel like just talking to other people that have had surgery and just reading other people's posts and watching their videos, like, if you wait a little while, you can definitely eat more food. That's actually how I've increased my calorie intake, is I eat smaller meals more often. Or I don't even know if smaller meals, I just eat more often. I basically eat every few hours. Every 2 to 3 hours, basically, I'm eating. And the rest of the time I'm drinking something. So that's how I've increased the amount that I've been able to eat. That's how I fuel my body. That's how I have energy to do things. And my calorie range, it ranges quite a bit, but usually it's around 1,000, sometimes 1,100 calories. Sometimes it's more than that. Yesterday was a really high calorie day. I was at, close to 1,400 calories yesterday, and I actually woke up and I had lost another pound, and that's how it works sometimes. Like, sometimes it's like I need that high calorie day to push my weight loss. I don't think if I were to eat that many calories on a daily basis that I would continue to lose weight. At least not at the pace that I'm going. And I'm not losing weight at a very fast pace. If you look at my stats, you'll see that my weight loss has slowed down, but it's still going. And I am working on things to progress that and tone up, like I had mentioned about the squats. So anyway, I was talking about food. So yeah, I think that there are options when you're eating out that are better than maybe the options you would have chosen before. You can do basically any kind of meat that's not like breaded, and if you skip like the classic carbs like noodles, tortillas, buns, etc. You'd be surprised, like the stats are actually not as bad as you might have imagined if you're cutting those things out. And so, you know, and of course you have options like salad. I haven't really eaten salads in surgery, but I know a lot of people do. And so, yeah, there are a lot of options, even when you're eating out. So, I would just not be afraid to, like I said before, I believe I said this, I would just not be afraid to eat the things that you've really been wanting to eat. I've gotten donuts for my husband before and had like a bite of the donut, you know, even eating just like half of a donut or half, again, of a slice of pizza or half of, you know, just like a portion of what you used to be able to eat on occasion, I think is fine. You can still lose weight, you can enjoy the things that you're eating, and you can still, the rest of the time, make better choices than you used to. So, yeah, I wanted to, that's all I really have in regards to food. Let's see, I also just wanted to talk a little bit about what I've been doing, like things that I've been doing and enjoying lately. I have been listening to an audiobook on YouTube called Wired for Love. It was actually recommended to me by my counselor because he's been listening to it, and he thought it was really good. And I actually like self-help books. I started, you know, with those in counseling, and I really enjoy them because I feel like they give me something positive to focus on, something, you know, constructive to work on. And so, yeah, I've really enjoyed getting into those kind of things. So if you have suggestions, please let me know. But Wired for Love is just about finding out your partner's relationship style and how to best navigate your relationship with, you know, the most positive results, and just being able to relate and connect with your partner, and you know, in a way that works best for their relationship style, and also, you know, teaches you about what your needs are and what and how best, you know, your partner can relate to you. So far I've been enjoying that. I've also been listening to a lot of like Beach Boys radio on Pandora at work. That's actually the only station we're allowed to listen to while we're working. So otherwise I much prefer Spotify. But yeah, so I've been listening to that. It reminds me of my husband because he likes to listen to a lot of older music, and it's just very calming and relaxing. You know, a lot of music, I love music, but a lot of it I feel is chaotic, and especially having OCD, I need something that's calming and that doesn't like trigger me, you know. So yeah, I've been doing that. And then my husband got me into listening to Joe Rogan Experience, which are podcasts by Joe Rogan. And those have been really enjoyable. He's really funny, and he has a lot of interesting things to say. And then he also has a lot of guests on his show that have a lot of interesting things to say, a lot of political stuff. And so it's just really interesting. I've really enjoyed listening to that. So those are some things that I've been doing in my free time. With my time with my husband, I've been playing Borderlands 2, and we've been watching some anime. We've also been watching Cosmos on Netflix with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I really enjoy a lot of, like, lately, getting into things that I haven't really been open to in the past, like anime, and also things that are teaching me. So I really like documentaries and stuff like that, and yeah, I really just get into things that are teaching me things. So if you have any recommendations, let me know, because I definitely like to check that out. I also watch or listen to a lot of TED Talks. Again, it's just things that kind of give me another perspective, things that can help me in my everyday life. It definitely helps with like mental health things. If I'm focused on something positive, then I don't struggle as much with my mental health. So those are some things that I recommend. Anyway, I don't think I really have anything else. I am planning on hopefully going to Arizona this coming weekend. Hopefully spend some time with my son. That's the plan. I hope things work out with that, because I'm definitely having a hard time being away from him. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and if there's certain things that you'd like to hear more about, certain videos that you like to see from me, please leave comments, and yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Talk to you later.